Hello guys, welcome to my channel. In this video we'll be discussing GBPUSD. I'll be analyzing GBPUSD. Okay, so from our daily time frame, okay, we can zoom out maybe to try to see what's been happening. Okay, so if we zoom out completely to see the overall market now. If we zoom out completely, we see this market has been bearish on a higher time frame. This is a bearish market. When we zoom out, this is a bearish market. So meaning we're only interested in shorting this market on a long-term basis. Okay. So if this is bearish market, what can we do to get involved in this market? Okay, first thing first, I trade the supply and demand zones now. So I just zoom in. I think I have a nice supply zones around this area. Okay, I have this supply zone. Last buy candle before the sell. The last buy before the sell. That's where I place my things, my the supply zones. Last buy candle before the sell. Yeah. Last buy before this sell. Last buy candle before the major sell. So that's my supply zones. So in future, we might take trades at these areas. Okay, and again, this is our protected high. It's our protected high. That's our protected high. So meaning we'll only be bullish on this market if this market it trades above this area. So I can say that's my invalidation point. Okay, that can be my invalidation point. So I know if the market trades higher, I know that bearish bias it's over now. So now I need to look forward for the buys. Understanding if this is a zone again, it's either it's a target or it's an area to take your trade. So if this one gonna fail, obviously I'm gonna come and target all these zones. There are many zones around these areas. So I'll target those zones there. Okay. So if I'm saying this is my protected high and I'm saying this market is still bearish, it means I still wanna see what? I still wanna see this market coming and doing what? And taking the lows. So for now, I cannot assume, I cannot say this market is bullish. I cannot say it's bullish. It needs to tell me which now it's bullish. You see, so from this market, as long as it's still below this area, for me, this market is still bearish. So I'm only looking forward for shorts on a long term. If I saw this area, maybe I was gonna place a sell and then I'll hold. Maybe I target we have a lot of zones here. We have a lot of zones that people are gonna use to take these trades higher. So, but those are targets. You understand, those are targets. The composite man needs to target all those zones. If he entered a sell at this area, obviously he will come back again. When he comes back, he wouldn't trade above because that's the loss. If he places a sell here, it doesn't make sense for him to come back and trade above that sell. So what he does, he will place a sell, then target all those zones around these areas, and then he comes back. When he comes back, he's only adding because he's still holding some of the cells that he took. So now he's just adding more cells again. We'll just add more cells. So now I believe it's not necessary for him to come and trade higher here, but he can still do that. So he can still do that. But from here, it's not necessary for him to come and trade higher because you understand if he took his cells at these areas, now he came back, he's adding more. So meaning there's high chances that this market can come at these lows there. Okay. So from here, what to understand, I'm still bearish on this market overall until if it trades above this validation point. Okay, let's zoom in. Oh, and again, okay, when you zoom out, you see we're bearish, but someone is reading this market like this from here, he could say that maybe he is bullish now because of why maybe so, but still it needs to come back around this area. Even if that person wanna buy this market, it needs to come back. I think it needs to retrace even deeper. So I doubt from here it's possible for it to go higher. I believe it needs at least to retrace deeper. So if it wants to invalidate this thing, I wanna see it retracing deeper. Then maybe next liquidity, maybe break the highs, and now I'd say now I'm bullish on this market. You see, but for now, it can do something like this, and then it comes and then it completes the downside. See, because we have a lot of things below here which needs to be filled on a daily time frame. You see, so daily time frame, you wait. That's the thing. That's why I don't trade higher time frames, because you wait. So you have to wait for all of this thing to play out. See, but the same setup, this setup, you can see the very center setup on 1 minute time frame. Yeah. So now we could say, okay, even if maybe wanted to maintain that bullishness, I believe in future we're gonna break that bullishness, then go to the downside. Okay, so from here, okay, let me remove this. Let's go to current market price. Current market price, we have this. And again, remember, what do we have? We have liquidity around these areas there. We have liquidity. We have liquidity. You know what's happening. The retail, the dead touches, those people are trading the dead touches. These are supposed to be their fourth touch, but now the stop losses, where are the stop losses? If you try to buy, the stop losses needs to be below all those areas there. See, so it's possible for this market to come and sweep all this liquidity resting below those areas there. Okay, what else? From here, okay, current market price, what's happening? What's happening here? Okay, again on this market, even here, I could say my invalidation point is supposed to be here. I was supposed to be involved in this trade. I'll show you how. So I can say this is my invalidation point. I know after that area, I'm bullish. After that area, I know I'm bullish. But for now, the market, I'm still trading within this range. See, so now I'm giving the market a range. So now I'm saying the market can do anything it wants. See, but I want to see the market coming to tap this low, to come to tap this low before it taps the highest day. See, so from here I was supposed to be involved at the zones. If I saw this one earlier, I was supposed to be involved there and then targeting the next stop liquidity. See, but what happened? The price didn't hit those levels. So we might say maybe if this one it failed, if we say maybe it failed to break, it's still possible for this market maybe to come and break the highs. You see, but from here, personally, I want to see this market doing anything it want to do, anything it wants around those areas there. I don't give a fuck, but I want to see it taking out this level so I can get a lot of trades around these areas. If it's buying, I'll get the buy opportunities and the sell opportunities, because now I trade on 1 minute time frame. So every way the market goes, I just go with it. Okay, so from here, I would say I still want to see this low met. I still want to see this low met. So even if maybe I had the sell, I was supposed to be holding this trade until its final completion. Okay, so I'm gonna remove this, but I hope it's clear. I hope you can see what's happening. on these markets. These markets are easy. They're not that difficult. You just need to understand what you are doing and always be ready to switch your buyers. Always be ready to switch your buyers. See, because what if this doesn't happen? I need to switch to a new buyers. You see, so you need to adapt. So, okay, from here again, let's analyze what's been happening. Current market price, we have nice buy before the sell move. So we could say this is our zone. This is our supply zone. Okay, so if this is our supply zone, we would expect this market to come and complete around maybe this area there. So if that's our supply zone, we expect this market to come to trade lower. But again, we have another supply zone, demand zones around this area. So it's possible for this market to come, maybe drop even deeper, or it might come and maybe go higher and break the highs. You see, so each and every zone, you can trade each and every zone, but when you understand, you see, you can trade each and every zone when you understand. Because this one is not necessary for you to trade the zone if you want to short the market. But I can still get a nice buy around this area because I understand maybe you do something like this and then they pull back that retracement. I will trade that retracement to fetch last buys around maybe this zone stay. Then I take it to the downside from there. You see. So yeah, from this time frame daily, I believe this market it needs to come. It needs to come and trade below these things. But for this one, I want to say it coming and trading below this area. So even if it comes and then if it fails, I don't care anymore about this one. I'll be happy to go out at this market. So from this point, I believe this market is still bearish. It's still bearish. It needs to tell us when it's switching to a bullish market. You see, so if you are trading on a daily time frame, so you're gonna wait. You see, even if when you do your mistakes, it will take you time for you to rectify your mistakes. So imagine waiting for how many days? Let me see how many days is this. Let's say for all these things to play out from here to there. That was like 36 days to wait for this thing to come and then get your setup there. So imagine you wait for 36 days and then when it gets to this area, it continues to break the highs. You see, it will take you time for you to learn. So that's why I only trade on 1 minute, because when I trade on 1 minute, when I make a mistake, I can easily rectify my mistakes and so on. So that's why I want to stick to lower time frames only. Okay, so that's it for the video, guys. So we'll see how this one plays out. We'll see how this one plays out. We'll see how this one plays out. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and share the video.